From the Bleacher Report, 2025 NFL QB carousel predictions. Jameis Winston and Deshaun Watson both return to the Browns. I'm sure they'll do their best to trade Watson, but this guy's become toxic in every way. They're stuck paying him right now, so they might as well let him fight it out with Winston. That said, I'd expect Winston to enter camp as the clear-cut number one. We both know nobody's trading for Deshaun Watson, not with that contract, not the way he's played, not coming off of 2 years where he's had significant injuries. They're stuck with him. I think Winston, you draft a guy. I wouldn't draft a guy in the first round, I don't think, unless through your evaluation process somebody kind of skyrockets. But I just don't see him right now in the college game.
Yeah, I've been talking about this for a couple of weeks now. I talked about it on the Ultimate Browns podcast, and I said, look, when you look at what's available to you in the draft, this team has a lot of holes. And when you're looking to try to get a quarterback, sometimes you need a quarterback, but a quarterback's not available to you. So when you look at this class, Shedeur Sanders and Cam Ward, those guys right there are going to be top 3 picks, right? Those guys are going to be guys that are taken off the board immediately. And so you're right now 3-8. Right now, if the season stopped right now, the Browns have the 8th overall pick. But just given what we talked about in Jameis Winston a couple of seconds ago, is the Browns are going to win some more football games. If they get a couple more wins, that squarely puts you outside of the realm of possibility of getting one of the top quarterbacks. You go down the gambit of the list of free agents that are available. Jameis Winston is one of the names on the 2025 free agent list. But you got getting names like Sam Darnold, who I don't know if they're going to really let Sam Darnold truly walk. And J.J. McCarthy's coming off of ACL surgery. You got guys like Shane Buechele, Jacoby Brissett. You got guys that Andy Daltons of the world. All these names that you've had before. And Jameis Winston is a guy who's already in your building. He's already known the coaching staff. He already knows the playbook. He's already being a leader on your team right now. And he's giving you a sample size of what he can do against AFC North teams like Pittsburgh and the Baltimore Ravens. So for me, Deshaun Watson will be on this team because if they cut him, it's almost a $200 million cap hit combined over the next couple of years. And the Browns can't field a roster without pushing his contract back or at least having him on the roster and just making a bunch of money until it expires. So they're not going to cut him. He's going to be on that roster. But as far as I'm concerned, the sample size is 4 games, but Jameis Winston has already done things Deshaun Watson couldn't. He's already put up a certain amount of numbers. He's already won the locker room over. And one thing the Cleveland Browns can't do is as soon as Deshaun Watson comes in, just stick him back into the starting role and think people aren't gonna have an issue with that.